The Timberwolves drafted Anthony Edwards. They traded for D'Angelo Russell, and they're building around Cat, and they're committed. So is this the year they finally make the playoffs? Will this be the year that they make a run? Will this all come together? Will Karl-Anthony Towns be a top 5 player in the league this year? Let's talk about it. I want to hear right now down below what do you think their record is going to be this season. Besides that, I want to hear, do you think Karl-Anthony Towns will be in the MVP conversation? So let's hop in. What to expect from the Minnesota Timberwolves this year. Ryan Saunders is a good coach in the sense that I think he does a great job managing personalities, and I think one of his biggest strengths is his modern approach to basketball and his ability to connect with his players. Like if you guys saw under his tutelage, Andrew Wiggins had the best start of his career last season. Like of any season, it was the best start to a season in his career, and that was due to part of the trust and bond between the player. But it seems like Saunders' biggest weakness is that he needs to work on his lineups, which he runs out onto the floor. There have been some questionable moves as he tries to find fits on the floor, and he's occasionally taking out players when they're playing really well or simply sticks with a player too long even if they're struggling. So with him having someone like David Vanderpool as the associate head coach is a good thing due to the fact that Vanderpool was the runner-up for the Wolves job when Saunders got it, and is probably going to be a candidate to fill a vacant head coaching job soon. So his experience is going to help Saunders as a coach in general. So I think that like right now we don't know if Saunders is a good or bad coach. It's too close to tell. They went 1945. So it's just really interesting to see what we'll say about Saunders in a year's time. D'Angelo Russell. Wow, this guy's interesting. Yeah, he played 12 years for them. Not 12 years, 12 games for them last year and averaged 21 points. And, you know, it's interesting to see with D'Angelo Russell is the thing. Can he play winning basketball? Can he lead a team to a winning record? Can he be one of the star players on a winning team? And I think that's what interests me the most due to the fact that, look, D'Angelo Russell, phenomenal basketball player. Yeah, he didn't shoot well from three when he played for the Timberwolves last year. That was just a 12-game sample size, very small. But what I find interesting is the fact that you have a guy like D'Angelo Russell playing with a guy like Karl-Anthony Towns. So with Malik Beasley on the outside, and, you know, it's just interesting how they're going to space the floor. Just how D'Angelo Russell, what do you guys think they're going to use him? Are they going to have pick and rolls going with him? Do you think they're going to have a lot of spacing on the floor? I think the best way is to do spacing, but I would love to see Karl-Anthony Towns do pick and rolls, but I just don't think that's his cup of tea. I hope Malik Beasley's focusing on the right thing. But look at that tank top Scottie Pippen's ex-wife is wearing. Like, her titties are about to pop out. Oh, my God. Scottie Pippen wasn't doing bad with Larissa. I don't even know her name. It's Larsa. She's got some titties popping out right there. Malik Beasley, those are the wrong balls to be focusing on. That's not rubber, my guy. That's silicone. Silicone. Full-on silicone. Bringing back Ricky Rubio was one of the smartest things they could have done due to the fact that Ricky Rubio is one of those guys in the league that he's a leader. Everyone knows who Ricky Rubio is. He's a leader. He's one of those guys that he's not a top 15 player in the league, but he's a leader due to the sense that when he puts it on, he can put it on and show people that he can play basketball. He shot 36% from three last year, which is basically like a career high. He was shooting it from three. And it's great to see that he's continuing to shoot three balls. I think another great thing is that he's just a great leader and he helps develop youth. Listen to this quote from Zach LaVine. Ricky was great for me. A pass-first point guard. He was somebody who's unselfish. He's looking to make plays for others, LaVine said this week. Usually you don't get that as a rookie, a guy coming in who's telling you where to go and be ready for a shot. I knew with him, if I just ran the floor and used my speed, the ball would find me. Ricky's always going to be my guy. And now with that, Timberwolves hope he's the same type of guy for Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Josh Okogie, Jarrett Culver. The list could go on and on with all the players, but Anthony Edwards is a big reason why Ricky Rubio is back in Minnesota. It's literally no accident that Rubio was acquired within the same hour that the Wolves selected Edwards with the number 1 pick in last month's draft. So he is huge. I want to put this other quote from Jurgensen Rosas, who's the president of basketball operations. He's played with other guys that are similar to Anthony early in their development, and that's played a big part. As we locked in and we knew that Anthony was going to be the number one pick, we tried to set up everything possible to make sure that he's going to be successful. We feel that Ricky can be a big impact to him, to our wings, to our offensive system, to our defensive system in terms of how we want to play. Anthony Edwards is a great player, but before we talk about him, let's talk about Jaden McDaniels, who has the potential of being a great player, one of the best players from this draft. He's a guy who could be one of the best 3 and rim protection big men in the league. A guy who could hit threes on the other side of the board and, do some shot creation and then just be a rim protector, maybe step out on some power forwards. Then you got Ashton Hagans, who could be a guy who averages 10 points and 10 assists with 2.5 steals a game. I love him. I think he's one of the best defensive point guards in this draft. Now let's talk about Anthony Edwards. This man is so strong, top heavy. Jesus Christ. Why is he so strong, top heavy? Kind of has that James Harden build. And, I've always been a fan of his. I know the stuff that came out on draft night wasn't the most, impressive stuff. But he is, making YouTube videos. And his nickname is the Ant-Man, which is cool. He had a Q&A on YouTube. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. It's actually really interesting. And I think Anthony Edwards is going to fit in this team really well. I think it's great. Literally, he's going to be a good fit offensively between D'Angelo Russell and Karl Anthony Towns. And he's grown. They've grown. So, pretty much Minnesota had the point, and I think the thing is that this is going to be an interesting team due to the fact that Anthony Edwards is probably going to play small forward. Maybe somebody plays shooting guard next to them, like Malik Beasley. Power forward could be like Rondé Hollis Jefferson, or somebody like Jaden McDaniels. Maybe you have Juancho Hernan-Gomez or Josh Okogie if you're trying to go small. But I really think this team is going to be really, really freaking good this year, and I think it's scary. I do see this team maybe being a playoff team. I could see them being the end of the lottery, a team that makes it is the end of the lottery, like 14 or 13. Just by sheer bad luck. Maybe they have some injuries. Maybe things don't go well. Maybe Ryan Saunders isn't a good coach. But I do see him being a borderline playoff team this year. I think they have all the pieces there. I really like Anthony Edwards, and I want to say that I think Anthony Edwards is going to win the Rookie of the Year. I don't know if he'll ever be an MVP. I'm just looking at my Social Security number that was just laying right there on the ground. So I don't know if that's good news or bad news bears that was just laying down there on the ground. But either way, I want to hear your opinions and comments in the comment section below. What do you think of the Minnesota Timberwolves? What's their records? What do you think of the players? But that's about it for me, guys. I hope you guys do have a great day, because I know I will. That's the end of it, guys, because, I'm just doing the outro. I'm waiting for this to get to 8 minutes, but it's been to 8 minutes. I hope you guys have a great day, because I know I will. Till next time, guys. Peace out.